Welcome all. We are going to start our sixth lesson, that is substances in daily use. So normally we can see over here there is a chair, table, cupboard. We are using this in our daily use. So which three substances do you see in the picture? We have already told the names. Can you identify them? Yes, we can identify that by the shape itself. What materials are they made of? You can see the chair is made up of wood, that table is made up of plastic, and you can see the cupboard, it is made up of steel or iron. So can any one of these materials be used for making all the three objects? Yes. If you take wood, you can make out the chair also of wood, you can make out the table also from the wood, and you can make out the cupboard also from the wood. So substances means what and objects means what? All the substances are made up of very small particles. We are already knowing this sentence because in 5th standard we are knowing that all the substances are made from a very tiny particles. Kannad Maharshi was the one who have told this. Objects are made up of these substances. Objects are made up of these substances. For example, if you take the wood, wood is one substance, and furniture such as table, chair, beds, cupboard, etc. are the objects made from it. So substances, for example, substances such as wood and objects like furniture and all, they are coming into it. So you should understand that all substances are made up of very small tiny particles, and objects are made from these substances. Objects have a specified shape, that parts have a specific arrangement by which we can identify them. Okay, so we are normally knowing table, the shape of the table we can identify by the looking at it shape itself. So what are objects? Objects are made from substances, and substances are, for example, we are knowing such as wood, plastic and all. Fine. Now we use wood, plastic, steel to make out the table, chair and cupboard. These substances have the strength required to make these articles. When you are preparing, or whenever you are constructing, or whenever you are preparing this chair, cupboards and all, you should see that the material which you are using should be of good quality, which can resist, which can be able to take the weight of the person who is going to sit on it. Also, these substances can be given a desired shape. Whatever the shape you require, you can give the shape to it. It means that we consider the properties of the substances to before making the use of these materials. So whenever we are using these substances, we are first looking out their properties. They are possessing the properties of malleability or not, ductility or not. Are, are they having the properties such as thermal conductivity, electrical conductivity or not? The same substance or the material can be used for making many objects. So let us study some of the examples, such as cotton. It is, we are getting cloth out of it, fiber also, thread also, saris are also made from it, handkerchiefs are also made, quilts are made, mattresses are made, pillows are made, shirts, dresses, etc. If you consider iron, from iron what things you can prepare out? Yes, you can prepare out the constructing steel bars. You can prepare out the griddles, which is also called as tawa. You can find, or you can prepare out the parts of the automobiles. You will get the electric poles, tables, cupboards, etc. out of iron. So many things we can make out of this iron. Aluminium normally it is used in electricity purpose or electrical cable purpose, or it is used in the kitchen utensils, which has the ability to pass on the electricity or pass on the thermal conductivity. Now we will see the next part. By studying the properties of the substance, we can select substances suitable for their purposes. The substances in our everyday use are mainly of two kinds. One are man-made and other one are natural. Some materials or some substances we are getting naturally, and some substances we are preparing on our own. For example, plastic. It is not a naturally found material, but plastic is a man-made material. But for example, if you consider wood, wood is a natural found material. Now we will go for the next, that is the natural substances. So we are going to see over here the substances which are available in nature are said to be as natural substances. Of these, the substances of the first group are obtained from the living things. Now living things such as plants, you are getting wood from the plants. Okay, So the substances which are obtained from the living things are said to be as biotic substances. Biotic means what? We are knowing, we have studied the meaning of this biotic in our first lesson. Biotic means living. So the substances which we are getting from the living things are said to be as biotic, and the substances which we are getting from non-living things are said to be as abiotic. So air, soil, water, these all are non-living things, but they are said to be as abiotic substances. Now leather and wool are obtained from animals. You are getting the leather and wool from animals itself. So they are coming from the animal origin, and some of the substances we are getting from plants such as cotton, jute, etc. They are coming from the plant origin. Now, what are man-made substances? It is a human nature to strive out for the newer things and to try to make things more comfortable in his life. Whatever earlier there were no mobiles, but nowadays we are having the mobile phone. So it is a human who have discovered more and more. They have did the inventions into it. As a result of his efforts, man not only learned to use natural substances but also began to process them to make new substances. He have not only used these materials but he have also tried to do more processes on it. Several such substances are easier to use and can be made available in plenty at low cost. Now you are getting many of the things which are present in cheaper way, for example in very less quantity or less money, which are very cheap and which can be easy for you to purchase also. So who have did this research? Yes, he was a man who have did such inventions on it, who have used the developed technology and who have strived for the better purpose. Therefore these substances came to be used on a large scale. Nowadays we are using many of the plastic things which are readily or which are easily available in the markets. There are the great many such substances which are made by man and they are normally in use today. Pen, now you are using the books. Some of the books can be naturally prepared. Naturally means they are prepared from the natural materials which you are getting. Okay. Now we will see for the man-made substances. New substances which are produced by processing natural substances are said to be as man-made substance. For example, if you have taken wood, wood is a natural material. But if you have did more processes on it, you will prepare out pencil through it, or you can prepare many books out of it. So these books are man-made. But from where you have originated this? Which material you have used? Yes, you have used the wood for it, and wood is a natural material. Now earlier you have seen the people, they were using the earlys or the caps which were made of grass or the sackcloth for protecting rain. Nowadays we are having the umbrellas, we are having the raincoats. So these are the new invention, these are the new development which man have did to strive for his betterment. Delicate articles, perishable fruits, etc. require packing. To pack TV sets, refrigerator, big cartoons and thermocols are being used. Normally when you are bringing or you are purchasing the big televisions or fridge from the shop, when they are giving you, when they are transporting at your place, they are transporting in such a way that all the edges, all the corners of it should be safe, or they are so delicate they can get damaged easily. That's why while transporting they are watching that all these edges and the corners of the fridge will be secured. Okay, all these man-made substances, these substances are waterproof, water resistant, lightweight and easy to transport, and that's why they are being used increasingly, and that is the main reason these substances are used in a greater amount. Now they have given you some examples of man-made substances and where they are using. For example, if you see construction, natural materials which you are using and man-made substances which you are using. Natural substances such as bamboo, stone, soil, wood, coconut, lime, etc. You have seen normally while constructing these things are used, and man-made substances such as bricks, cement, concrete, galvanized sheet, clay, tiles, plastic sheets, etc. For writing material, earlier the people during the king rule, they were using burj patra, the tree barks, leaves and the pen made from the stem of, or you can say the bark of a plant. And nowadays earlier they were doing the stone walls also, they were carving it, they were using the colors which were made from the soil itself. But nowadays you are having the pen, pencil, you are having the plastic, or you are having plastic pens also, you can use your notebooks for writing purpose. Now earlier the threads which were found were cotton, silk, wool, and nowadays which are the new developed threads such as nylon and rayon. So here they have given you small table to complete substances in daily use. Which are the two substances? Can you tell me? Yes. One is man-made and another one is natural. Natural is classified into two types, abiotic and biotic. And man-made, can you tell me man-made means what? Which will be the option over here? Think about it and tell me. Now biotic, again it is plant origin and animal origin. Plant origin, what you will get? Yes, you can write over here cotton. Now we will go for the next part. Glass can be made from sand and calcium carbonate. So glass is also said to be as silica, or glass is also made from silica. Silica is another name for sand. However, sand and calcium carbonate cannot be obtained again from glass. So there will be no reverse action to get the glass again back. You will not get, and again if you melt it also you will not get sand and calcium carbonate separated. You must have seen or observed that green chilies and tomatoes turning red after some time. But have you ever seen that after getting red they are getting converted again back to green color? So some changes which are taking place, which are going forward and again coming back, they are said to be as reversible changes. But in some changes, if they go further, they are not supposed to come back to the original place or original constituent which they were present earlier. So they are said to be as irreversible changes. For example, the green one banana can get converted into yellow and later can be converted into black. But the black banana which is totally damaged, we will not get the yellow one or the green one again. So these were the changes. So the next part, which is production of the substances, we will see later.